Well, I mean, like, oh, you mean this?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, the whole
This one,
concept.
it'll change next iteration. Realistically, this is the problem, right? Is this guy and this guy, all right, did the draft, okay? And neither of them wanted this spot. This spot went later.
Which makes no fucking
Right.
sense.
The first pick,
So
he
I
went
only
and
had
took
like
me.
the 3-ish.
Then the second, Lou went and
But I gotta tell
took
you,
you
the sound
as like a response to that.
was super.
And then he went and took
Because it was
Jordan.
like, it was a
Well,
little
no,
noise.
He went,
Yes.
hold on, if I remember,
That is
no, he
exactly-
went a little bit
I
later.
love it, I love it.
No.
He still
Like-
took you over me.
I don't always like.
You know,
But he
he
wasn't first.
Greg picked me
I don't
first.
like
No.
And then
But
he
like-
did, 100%.
Steve went first.
It was serious, you know, on fan mode.
Always.
Well, Lou took Steve
Right
instead of this.
I've had my
and he
Oh,
responded by
It's
taking,
Philly.
I think,
Same
you.
thing.
That was the
And
response.
it's a little
It wasn't-
spicy here too, but it was fan.
Okay, so Lou took
Little
Steve,
thing, I've had it plugged
he
in
took
and
me,
running for the
so
last
he
7
took
years
you,
straight.
and then he took
Jordan,
Jordan,
nonstop.
and then he refused to
His
take
knees
the
down.
empty
Anyway,
slot
See
and
that?
pick,
You can say it wrong.
you know, one of these players, and then he took the
I was
empty
right
slot.
there, so like, I finally.
And Joel, I think Joel went
The
out.
whole thing
Yeah,
was just, it was a complete
We
fucking
agreed with, like,
disaster.
So I wait for you to
Fucking
get
delivered.
this man.
Alright, I'm gonna exit out.
It was, Greg was drafting from a strategy of, I want a division of people that I hate.
Okay.
And I'm like, alright,
That was
go
dumb.
in, change, I lay it down,
I mean,
This is
get
it.
all of the.
So going forward, we should probably get rid of the draft and go with the alternate.
every iteration of
Like,
every iteration, the
Oh,
last
like,
twenty
oh,
iterations,
win and then?
you know,
Pretty much.
to the likes of,
Oh,
like,
okay.
me,
Maybe not for
Jordan,
you. I think
not
you could
you.
possibly.
And the
I
the
lose
next
to you,
best three
and then
players here,
I
and then
beat
you and
Dan.
all of the bad.
Yeah, that wasn't by my doing this time.
Yeah.
I
If you
know.
beat me as an I beat Dan, I think.
And which, you know,
The fact that I was.
Oh, true.
but
Okay.
you know, whatever.
Because your last
The point
game
is
against the
that
computer,
the iterations
so you
are
can make
what
up all your
they are
differential.
for the iterations.
Okay.
So there's
And you're
always
playing
going to be a better and a worse version.
Yeah.
It's always gonna work out.
This is,
Yeah, when I told you, my.
Not so
my-
obvious
it's
as
been a
this.
stroke.
You can done it.
this is the problem.
This
This is
Sure it is.
insanity.
It's
It is.
rare for
Actually,
me to have
all my
one
diff came
event
here.
per hour.
That's
I
insane.
beat him
Okay.
100
It's
all.
Usually at 0.4.
All in bad.
I think all of his done in here, because he didn't cross.
Well, I also got a lot of.
It's not bad.
different-
Bad first quarter. I can feel it.
I beat him 67 to nothing.
Okay.
My first game wasn't like that.
Maybe
My
not.
second game, but
So between these two.
Maybe not
things,
so
we
bad.
have
Actually,
like
trying to
100.
teach you-
And that's why diff is a secondary
Better
technique.
regulate.
You know, like you
So, like,
have
during
tiebreakers
the
on
day,
me.
after
Dan has
like,
tiebreakers on
night
me.
sleep, of sleep,
I don't think Dan's gonna matter.
taking you deep
Dan
into
might
your
not.
nose.
I came back to beat Lou, so I have
Is
tiebreakers on
something I've
Lou,
never
and I still have
experienced.
to
Oh,
play
you know,
Dan.
no, no.
Where
Dan's
it's
not
like,
gonna, why not, I guess?
like it's like
No,
legit.
Dan
blood
can't
capacity
catch
that I
it,
feel
so
like
Dan's
I've
never
never had
had
my
Yeah.
entire life. So while you're sleeping,
only
my
matters
nose,
for me.
it's
No,
wonderful.
no, I'm-
To sleep better.
Just to breathe better.
That's
In general.
what I was-
I'm locked
Yeah,
in.
three
Actually,
it's wonderful.
yeah, I'm actually locked
Ready.
into at least the 360, even if I lose, because Steve and I didn't play,
Fire?
and I can't drop low enough for these guys.
Right. And
So-
he crushes death.
And I crush it.
So like,
Yeah.
it's
Which,
rare.
I mean, I like is that is legitimately the only alternative to.
Because, pressurized, heated, humid water is being.
We couldn't even say go
I
through
know,
all
so
this
basically-
bullshit because it's gonna be the same,
You know?
because there's no computer change in
Very
here.
thick,
Oh.
humid air.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry. I don't know why I'm.
Are you here? Are you here right now?
Yeah, and,
The
I'm
problem
getting
with
there.
that is because of the
Okay.
openness of the sun.
Think you just wake up?
When
So,
I
Yeah, yeah,
get a
yeah.
sinus
Oh,
headache,
you and Jordan play, you have a computer game, and then the two of you
it's
play.
much more.
I
Should've
play
focused
Saturday.
on salts on.
To, like, it feels like the sinus cavity.
Oh, they're
is just
sorry.
like this.
Did somebody do the computer for you guys?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Dan.
You real MVP.
Worthwhile though. You gotta make sure you stay on top of it. That's it. You get gross.
This
You wanna
guy
fire
over here.
yourself, it's like-
No,
He can
absolutely.
still legitimately-
There's so many games
Get back
left,
to
but
that.
like,
It's a haven
Yeah,
material.
but they're all amongst
This
this.
show,
Yes.
it's the
Oh, I
name
know.
of the
Yeah,
game.
this playoff stuff,
The
technically.
mask, the hose, everything.
Which is nuts.
and Luke
Who
will
knows
still
that
make
guy?
it.
Yeah, yeah, Blue, absolutely.
Yeah, Robinson's
Blue
hurt.
Star wins the game.
Oh.
And has been her for a while.
I figured.
Oh,
No.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Reservoir with water, so in the fucking machine.
You have one game left against two.
If Luke, if the only Blue wins,
It's
and
worse
then
for this.
That changes things.
I'm out.
Mhm.
Oh,
It
Yeah.
makes this worse because the mask
Mask
is
and
shit.
Well,
Definitely,
if
Because you can adjust.
Yeah,
it definitely
and those guys-
changes
I like Steve
the outlook of my
I like my side
game
so
plan.
pillow or the 6. I don't want it jostling the
now
mask.
the other side is if
You know, I like
Lou
it like
beats Steve here,
and it creates a vacuum.
and
So it's
I
like,
and then-
also
and-
beat Steve,
so
and
fuck
you
you just
beat
get
what it does is
Jared.
it prevents it from the
And Steve might be out. I don't
during
know
my
if the
sleep.
tiebreakers
So when I
for.
wake
well,
up,
he would have swept Steve.
Yeah, which is gonna put him in a hurt piece because
you can still say like I
no,
have the
Steve
match right
swept Jared.
Oh, he
So
ain't going.
if you get a
We got
three-way tie,
ties.
That's also
they
genetic.
had
Yeah,
a
both
break.
have that.
Right.
So, the way I understand it, it's always been done. Anything I've ever,
Which sucks,
any
'cause-
competitive environment, you have a three-way tie, you break
You
your three first.
determine who the one is.
Right, three, and then you rerun it again for the next one. Right, okay, so we're on the same page. That's
Let's
how it's done.
let's see what happens in this game. This is a monumentally important game for both players.
Like that's like the number one.
The season's on the line.
Yep.
Playing for your lives here, boys.
Big pussy.
It's bad.
Yep.
More than equals.
Huge.
Huge
Huge.
erection.
Yeah, so Bill's locked into a bye, but not locked into a specific seed.
Yeah, I won the division. The
If
division's
you
wrapped
beat
up.
Jordan, then you're locked into the 1 seed. If you lose to Jordan,
He is the 2 seed.
then Jordan's locked into the 1 seed, and you're locked, and you're the 2 seed, and I'm the 3 seed. I can't drop below the 3 seed. So
What's my seed?
it's totally that the 4 players and the remaining in the
Cubs.
superior are all basically jockeying
My
for
boy.
the last 3 spots.
So 4, 5,
Yeah.
But 1 and 2 get a bye.
I mean, as of right now, you're
Use the
number
throw
So what is it?
ball.
It's 3 plus 6. It's 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Correct.
So as of right now, you're the 5.
Oh, he fell.
And I'd be playing the 4, which would be
Mama.
Steve.
Dude, what's he doing?
Yay.
Never seen somebody fall twice in a play.
Now, if
Steve
Bill does
loses
beat
this
Jordan,
game-
he locks up the 1 seed, and then I would need to beat you
Yes.
to.
You get the 2
I would
seed.
I could then get the 2 seed.
Correct.
But if you beat me, I'm the 3 seed. So
If Steve loses this game, and then I beat Steve.
but Bill and Jordan play after us.
Yeah.
Who has tiebreaker?
That's all I'm talking about.
Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot. Like,
Yeah, Steve swept me.
Alright, so if Lou beats Steve and I beat Steve, then you need to beat Bordier.
Come on.
You get there.
To what, like-
Oh, you
No,
lucky
I'm
bitch.
not in the playoffs, no way.
I want to play that tackle so bad.
I do. We've calculated the numbers. You can't beat me out on tiebreakers, and neither can Wood. I cannot finish worse than 6th. If I lose to 40, I finish 10 and 6.
yeah, Lou cannot jump Jared. Lou can only jump you and potentially Steve.
Afraid of Dion?
I've clinched.
Afraid of fumbling.
Jared has lost.
Fair.
Fumble?
He's in the playoffs.
It's a
He's just
quarterback.
not-
They all fumble.
He can finish anywhere from 4 to
I thought he
6.
had like good.
Full quarterbacks don't have ball control.
In that case, then.
I don't know what ball
Steve
control they get by
loses this
default,
game
but
and loses to me, Steve's out.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean,
Oh, wait, who does lose last game? Oh,
Computer.
yeah.
Not just any computer.
Cleveland.
Brown's computer.
That's why all of this happens, and then Lou loses to Cleveland, and it's the greatest computer
Wait, how
loss.
would that work then? Hold on. If Steve ends up 10 and 6, and I'm also 10 and 6, wouldn't I be knocked out because Steve has me?
Yes.
Damn it, we were right.
Yeah, you could get knocked out if you're
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This whole time you
Wait,
He
would
did-
Gam be
he
10
did
and
say
6?
that. I didn't say that. He said that.
Hold on, would Gam
I
be 10
said
and
let's wait
6?
and see. I don't know.
If Steve loses both of his games,
Right.
I think 11 and 5.
Oh,
Five
and,
one of
and,
those games.
and then if Jared finishes, so if it's just a tie between them two, yeah, you're fucked.
This
Well,
is-
no, because then where does Lou finish? Because they would both need to jump
On
in.
your face?
At Lou would be 10 and
Oh.
But he swept Lou, so then it's becomes
They all
down to
missed
what
it.
the record.
I didn't miss it.
I don't think they all missed
6. Lou
it.
would have swept Steve, and Steve would have swept Jared.
Yeah, so
And
that-
Jared would have swept Lou, so then
It's
it
a
goes to
three-way
diff.
tie.
So it
Yeah.
goes to diff at that point, which.
Oh.
Okay, so we're
It's
just
not updated.
Oh, already
It's
it's
not
not the
updated.
scoundrel.
And-
I'm
and-
gonna
This
trust your
is
calculations
chaos,
over
dude.
Bill and Red.
Oh my god, dude.
You both were in agreement that I had
You.
to
Stop lumping me in with him.
This game wants me to
Lump me
lose.
in with you,
Good.
which is not
Who
as
are your last
bad.
two games?
To the two of us, we have enough lumps.
Don't you have a computer game? Don't you have a computer game?
I have
No, he plays me.
Fuck you.
Lou has a computer game.
It's Troy Vincent, right?
Oh.
He plays
CB
me,
Eagles?
and I'm
No.
fighting for the potential division
No.
win,
It's I forget who it is.
and you play.
I didn't realize.
Fuck CB Eagles,
I didn't
Troy
realize
Vincent.
Steve could drop down to 10
I don't
seconds.
think so.
Relax today. This could be you. Oh,
No.
Or no,
I'm
it's
excited.
Troy Vincent's actually in the game.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, okay.
I didn't realize the Steve.
Who's
one.
CB Eagles?
Bobby Taylor.
Bobby
That's
Taylor.
it.
Steve. I didn't realize Steve could drop down and tie with you.
Ooh, Eagles started in 1 hour.
I thought he had a path to
I'll
stay
shower during
11 wins and above.
And then I thought you were knowledge.
Thanks for the follow, Papa Goat.
Listen,
Knowledge, man. You know.
listen, man. Jared, don't be angry at me because
A
I
lot
won
of
the
those
belt.
scenarios.
Don't be angry because I
A
won
lot
the
of
coin
those
toss
scenarios
last year.
go up in smoke
No,
if Steve
It
was
was just a coin toss.
no, that actually.
Listen, no. Jared, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Jared.
Listen to me, son. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Don't do
Dude,
this.
what a reference, man.
Not you, Sean.
My man, Robin Williams.
Dude, the amount of people who don't get that reference
Sad.
blows my fucking mind.
Sad, it's a shame.
Like, it's only one of the top 30 movies of all time? 50? Somewhere in there?
Man, his monologue in the park is like one of my favorite pieces.
And a lot of that was improv.
So good. So fucking good.
Like there were interviews with Matt Damon about how like they really didn't know where he was going with that because he was just making up stories.
Yeah, so I guess Matt Damon's look of like kind of
It's-
surprise and just
Yeah.
shocked.
And the laughter and stuff was genuine because
Out of everything Robin
the
Williams
life
has done,
farming thing was unscripted. The whole thing of like, yeah.
out of everything he's done, and Robin Williams obviously done a million things, I think that's like the best. Like, it's just, it's so different than all the other stuff.
What do you think, Colin?
Okay, alright.
That is such a cinematically beautiful visual take on the
go.
episode.
He really is the guy that could do comedy,
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and we
between-
grew up, I mean, how many times did I watch Hooked growing up?
There-
You know, like,
And bicentennial.
This
man.
year, this era doesn't have anybody close to that that I
Whoa.
can think of.
Whoa.
Will
Whoa.
Ferrell?
Oh.
Yes.
no, it did not get there.
Want
No,
that
there was
jumping pick.
Warmth.
I believe you did.
Of a love that came through Robin Williams.
Yeah, and I don't find Will Ferrell at least a bit funny. So
He doesn't have
What?
emotional depth to him.
I don't find when he plays a kind of one-off non-main role,
Cool.
or he's just doing.
Ah, you gotta be
realize how
fucking
much
kidding me,
Robin
dude.
Williams was suffering from depression.
That is so wrong in so many
It's
ways.
just so. it
And
just
yet-
gets so much harder.
and yet- Oh, so right.
You know,
There's so
alright,
many
now
deaths
listen, I'm not going to compare the two because Robin Williams is
to that
better.
play that just
But-
went wrong.
If you want to find someone who had a string of major successes as a comedic actor and has then branched into really incredible and powerful dramas that
Adam
are
Sandler.
shockingly good,
Adam Sandler.
Adam fucking Sandler. He is not Robin Williams, but what he did in the 90s within the span of like 4 to 5 years in all these movies. What was that?
That was a pass to a wide open
Oh, okay.
Anthony Barrett for a touchdown.
Alright, so
but like-
I guess I do need to win my final game.
Okay.
So like Uncut Gems.
No, I'm listening to you there.
Uncut Gems.
I
Have you seen
did.
Uncut Gems?
No,
Yeah.
but I've seen. I've seen.
Phenomenal.
Uncut Gems is amazing. And
I
did
mean,
you
I
see
would like
this,
to,
his Sixers
But
movie?
if
Russell?
Steve won this game, that would
Also
also be a
fantastic.
playoff spot.
All of his serious movies,
And
Spanglish
it
War.
doesn't look good right now.
Or you could also
I haven't seen
win,
it,
and
but
then I'll be out after I
pretty
finish
much.
48.
Yeah.
And
They're
I can
phenomenal.
just get drunk and relax.
Still, you should watch Uncut
I
Gems
mean,
and
I
Hustle.
would try to win.
Hustle's
either
great.
way.
Drink my twisted
Best
teas and have a
Sixers.
couple shots of
I
tequila.
would
and
try to
then
win
dollars.
either way.
I'll
The
enjoy myself.
point is,
I'll
I
take
would
your word
like
for
the
it.
relief of getting in without.
Ooh, look at that
I
there.
take
That's
it,
good.
dude.
Ray, what's your favorite Adam Sandler
Oh
comedy?
man, Huggies.
ooh,
Oh.
um,
Love this. Love this.
Ray's got it.
Oh.
I like his stand
Still
up.
getting beat up.
Like,
Good
I
job,
see
Steve.
the movie.
Steve, good house.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
favorite
Waterboy, but
Yep.
a lot of the stuff I don't think lands as well as it did back then. Like a lot of it's just not as funny. I really like Big Daddy. I think Big Daddy holds up pretty well.
Yeah, Big Daddy's fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
then Jim Carrey is also worthwhile in the conversation too, because you can Jim Carrey and Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Did you see him in number 33?
Yes. I saw that. I think we saw that in theaters
Max.
years ago.
Might have.
He was like fucking wild in that movie.
Dude.
Eternal
Oh,
Sunshine
it
was
wasn't
almost
Max.
fine. Jim Carrey made me cry.
Well, I mean, do you remember the movie? I forget what it was called, where Robin Williams was like a psychotic.
Photo. It was a
photo
dude.
dude.
It was called
Like the movie was really not that great,
No.
but he was actually somewhat convincing as like some creepy fucking potential murderer.
Aside from Tim Curry,
No.
Tim Curry had a spot in. So I'm going.
Thank
into
you.
episodic
Tim
television,
Curry's not this
right?
generation. I mean, I guess
Tim-
he's more.
so,
thanks for
art-
dropping that
he's
ball
art-
for me.
He's
Bringing in
art.
a
No,
lot of
he's
people
art,
to
not
be
the
their
current
villains.
one. I'm saying.
So they brought in Tim Curry.
This isn't our current
It's not
generation.
even
Right.
really ours.
And
It's
phenomenal,
not.
right? But then they brought in
But yes.
Booger
Yeah.
from Revenge of the Nerds,
Oh, really?
and dude fucking killed it. He had a two-parter and hands down like the creepiest fucking like serial killer.
Yeah.
Like he just fucking crushed that part.
It's fun to see. I like seeing older '90s shows and seeing like modern actors who have blown up, like doing bit roles in there.
Mhm.
Like there was a my in-laws love watching Law and Order, and there's an episode where like Pedro Pascal is being interrogated.
I think you just like
And
fucking
he's
regular Law and
teleport
Order?
to where the ball was moving.
It was either Law
He
and
didn't
Order or
move.
Law and Order SVU.
Like,
And Pedro Pascal, before he
Smooth.
well before
Yeah.
he broke out,
Yeah, yeah.
because
It looked like it was going to me,
the
but
Buffy
then-
episode.
You just like got it.
And
Oh.
he's in Law and Order, and he's being interrogated, and he's a satanic worshiper.
Okay.
So like he was doing an interview about it, and I remember watching the scene. I'm like, he basically had to just basically like talk
I'm
like a
taking that.
satanic worshiper, like just say a bunch of things like backwards and like pretend like it's Latin and demonic and some
Yeah.
shit. And he, it was funny. It's cool to see that.
I love when like big actors have cameos
Maybe there's one
in
also.
TV shows.
A lot of it like Law and Order stuff, but also things like House or like the ER, like all of the medical ones. You know, the random patient of the week. That's like the big story. Was always like some random famous actor. It's always super cool to see.
Yeah, I would love to go back and watch.
As shows get
House.
big enough,
I just recently did.
House is
How
so
many
good.
seasons was it?
7.
So
Right?
I remember watching like 4 or 5. I had the DVDs for them. I love that show.
It gets
my only problem, it gets very repetitive, and they do a lot of the same like it's never lupus, but
That's
it
the
always might
That's
be
the joke.
lupus.
It's
Yeah,
I mean, I also.
but then it is lupus.
There's a part though. There's and halfway through the show, some pretty serious shit goes down, and with the overarching plot
Yeah.
that has long-lasting impacts, and then like, if you're in it to have like a full-fledged redemption arc, it's much more of a realistic portrayal of like his path
Okay.
would likely take,
Dude,
and it focuses much more on him as like his journey as a character, rather than the patient of the week stuff. Like they kind of get away from that for a little while.
there was a show Amy and I watched with I forget the actress's name. She was the wife in the fucking mob show. On HBO.
Sopranos? Nurse Jackie.
Yeah, Nurse Jackie.
Good.
Like that, she's basically a nurse that's a junkie, and the show's
I can't
fantastic.
believe he got this pass on.
Not gonna matter.
Not far enough. That's stupid.
That's was some cool. I was really,
It's just great.
I was a big fan of his.
Your offense is fucking
And then,
killing
like,
us.
5 yards.
Killing
He had
us.
to get like a new crew of doctors.
That's
and,
fucking
he got
awesome.
Olivia, and when he got Olivia Wilde, oh my
That
god.
might be
Him with the entire class
that
in
is.
this elimination
Fantastic.
process.
my worst
Fucking amazing.
offensive performance
I just like
of
look
the
at
year.
Olivia Wilde
You know?
looking at me, and just
Just gorgeous eyes.
Yeah.
Incredible eyes.
Oh, yeah. But later on in the seasons, when you start hoping like, all right, he'll have learned his lesson from X, Y, and Z, growth, things like
Yep.
that.
Really
You
smart how
start
you did it.
despising him as a character
Yeah, no,
more
it's
and
great.
more. as he's actually doubling down
Or either
worse
die
in
hero.
some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the life of
Well,
basically
the show does a good job of being an addict.
chronic pain, being an addict, and significant mental and emotional problems. It's not necessarily going to have a happy ending, you know?
I said, I think once I'm done my Buffy and Angel watch, I'm gonna dive into season
Have
one.
you ever watched them before? Like in their entirety?
Yes.
What's
Have
happening?
you ever watched them in their entirety?
What?
Buffy and Angel.
No, I'm actually really I'm into season 5 Buffy, season 2 Angel. And I'm almost
I thought I was
Are
gonna
you
get
doing
better.
this
I was
side by
getting more
side?
reaction to that.
So there's
You
a Reddit post
motherfucker.
where it's like
Pussy.
the,
That's what I was expecting.
watch, not like the when they
I'm
release,
just shaking
but
my head
like
at this point.
to get the most out
Get
of
the
overlap-
events.
Okay. Yeah.
to get the most out of the overlapping storylines,
Okay.
to do it like that, and it's exceptional. Like
I'll take that.
there are some episodes that are throwaways, right? You know, like dimension traveling,
Beyond the,
Especially in like season 1 has a lot of that. See, like the early
Angel.
seasons, yeah. And then the tone of Buffy completely changes after season 3.
and then when she goes to college and there's like the initiative and all that shit, it's very different.
But I fucking love the end of season, like the end of season 3. I loved.
Oh yeah, with the mayor,
Yeah,
yeah, graduation,
yeah, it's
this
fantastic.
was really cool.
But some of the stuff, you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
of the, like season 6 stands out.
So I'm at the part.
No spoilers.
I'm at the part right now, so that way you don't spoil anything. That should have been picked. The part right now where it's Michelle Trachtenberg has been introduced
Mhm.
as her sister,
Yeah.
and
Come
she's
on,
just
Dion.
learning that she's just coming to the understanding that like something's off here,
Mhm.
which I thought was phenomenal bait and switch. The showrunners, because I'm like, oh, did they just like
JJ.
introduce a character like someone does like and retconned it? Like, oh, she's always had a sister. She's
What are you
just
watching it on?
Hulu.
When you're
Yeah.
when you're watching it, is it playing the intro to the episodes?
Yes.
Okay. It's important.
I often skip the intro
Go.
though. I never skip Angel's intro because I love the song
Don't skip the intro.
for Buffy.
Yeah, because there's going to be a point where something happens and you're gonna be like,
I know,
"What's
I know
going
what it is. You're talking about the episode with the one lame kid who's like a
Haunted
superhero.
is.
on?" No.
Because
No, I'm
that,
not.
okay, because that one changed the intro.
Hold on.
That one was hysterical.
Hold until.
Wait, you'll see.
Okay, I'll watch them then.
You'll see. It's
Yeah.
I watched, like the first time I ever watched it, I was like, I'd been binging it while Brianna was in school and I was unemployed and I was just sitting and painting models. And so it was just like burning through episodes. And the intro started and I'm like, and I look up from the table and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, when the fuck did the intro change? And it just kept going. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I watched the whole episode and the whole episode will literally fucking blow you away.
That's
And it's just awesome. And
it's really fun.
have you watched the whole series?
Almost done. In the last
Yeah, he's
season.
finishing, right?
Okay.
I'm literally like 4 episodes from the end.
Okay.
What show?
It's funny that like you're watching.
Did you watch the monthly intros?
Yeah, and I guess I must have missed that. Because I was always doing other
There's
stuff.
no way you missed this episode.
What? Not the episode, but
The episode as a whole, but it's the episode starts.
When you remember what episode it is,
I know exactly.
message him
Yeah.
privately so you can go watch it.
I'll talk to him when you're like.
Jared, it's
done.
funny.
Just message.
It's funny that like you're watching it at the same time. I'm watching it. Kay was just watching it too. She took a break to go watch Felicity or something.
I dove into it originally to get inspiration for the fantasy
Yeah,
high
that's
school
it.
game. Which is, because, it's got all the good tropes, you know.
I do appreciate that it's like episodic. You know, I get a little bit of that like older TV feel of like Monster of the Week.
Oh, yeah. Like, I plan on using the one with like, the one kid who was invisible.
Yeah, that was cool.
And, they were, and it was they were invisible because nobody ever noticed that.
And she just became
Yeah.
invisible
Yeah,
because no one cared about her.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was it's crazy.
And she was just living in the fucking like rafters of the high school.
yeah. And then the very end, like the
Oh,
very
the-
final scene,
The two agents come and like get her.
Well, after
and
that,
she's in the
they
classroom.
take her to the
And
classroom.
it's all
full of-
invisible
yeah.
kids
Yeah.
because like it's happened, and they're like training them for something. I've always found that one way. I'm like, are they gonna come back? Like, what agency was that? Because like, you know, there's government advertising. It's like
They never revisit that specific story, though. There
there's
is
hints,
fun at a later point with invisibility.
there's hints to like a broader knowledge base and scope and interaction of like government.
And he ain't
stuff.
running.
Oh, the
The initiative.
He's not running.
It's basically it's a hunter organization.
Oh, that's the wrong guy.
And
Let's throw it to
We
the
want
open
to
guy.
change the vibe.
There was
We
no
want to change
guy.
the vibe.
Yeah, the tight end or whoever it is.
Oh.
That'll break real close.
Oh.
For that.
who's your favorite character?
In Buffy?
The running back.
Mm.
Okay.
I could probably tell you my least favorite character.
Okay,
Xander.
makes sense.
Yeah, he was annoying. Yeah, he was mad.
Favorite character?
I used to teach James Boyd.
Wow.
Honestly, I really
Oh, Faith.
Faith was a sight.
Faith was awesome.
But like, I love what they did
Love.
in the last season of Angel with her, how she came into
That's
that.
part of why I
Ultimate
like her
Heart
so
hired her,
much.
Angel.
and he was like, "I'm not a big like." Even after what she did to Wesley, and he goes and he's like, because they're
When-
showing the flashbacks of like him and him getting his soul, and her
Yeah.
finding her mortality.
Oh my
like
God.
it made me think of World of Darkness, the whole fucking
Fucking did
scale
the thing.
of morality and
Yeah,
humanity.
I wasn't so
And when I say favorite
I would have fair caught it.
I've just been like,
I pressed the button and it fucking just disappeared off the thing.
Yeah.
When Buffy ends, there's 2 extra seasons, I believe, or 1 extra season. After that.
That's disappointing.
And they do an okay job of continuing up some of the points. The full closeout of Angel, it wasn't supposed to be the final season. They canceled it midway through.
That's his
Didn't your
and
guys fumble?
they made a finale for it, like as they like.
Phil
Josh
Salam
made
usually
California
fumbled in
as
fucking
intended,
Chicago.
like kind of like he did with
My road?
Dollhouse.
Dollhouse. But it was a little premature, so they kind of just jumped to the end.
God damn it, no.
Oh boy.
The Angel
Come on, man.
storyline, the Angel is
Right there.
Yeah.
Literally right there.
I would say my favorite character.
Fucking right there.
Oh, okay.
I did not want him to
My
move
favorite
when I threw
character
it, and he did,
Buffy.
and it sucked.
I really like Giles. I think like
God damn it.
As they continuously peel back.
Joe
Fucking Joe Johnson coming up huge.
He ruined 2 drives.
Giles is really dope.
J. Giles is great, and his arc, like
His
for
arc is
years.
fantastic. Like as they like peel back
23
all
out
layers,
front.
Giles, it's really
Yeah, it's a long way.
It's not. I'm not kicking.
As a kid,
Oh, kicking a field goal was not considered.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Like,
for the.
Wesley
Yeah,
came
first
into
down, yeah.
Angel exactly like he was in Buffy, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, here we fucking go.
He's got a
But
great story.
I fucking love Wesley
I'm ready.
Intro in Angel.
I'm a demon.
I'm a rogue demon hunter.
He's got,
What's a rogue
wearing
demon?
leather pants, and he's got a fucking
Yeah.
bike. That he can
And he's
oh.
Yes.
yeah. Woo!
I think
Oh,
it's
that's
That's a
glitch.
glitch.
That's glitch.
What the fuck?
Total glitch.
Humble glitch.
Yeah.
So, Steve, you have to go to your.
He has to kick a field goal and let you tap him.
Exactly.
I've never seen you do the touchback thing yet.
I have.
No,
but
good
I
luck.
think it's pretty.
Because it was a punt return.
It, well, it, no,
Yeah,
it was because they did the cross. It wasn't a normal fumble glitch. It was the crisscross.
Can I try to
after.
kick it?
Yeah,
No.
but the fact that it was out of the end zone and then it
Must
went
let
in and
yourself
they
get
still
tackled.
called it a touchback. I've seen it called the
There's
safety
no real
in that
difference.
spot.
They counted
Yardage-wise,
Well, they
but
counted
I
it more
thought
like an
if
interception.
I
in the
kick
end
it,
zone.
you get the ball where the ball
No.
is. No, you don't?
Yeah,
No.
I've seen
No, I would
it
get it
called
right from that
safety and all
spot
shit, but
regardless.
I've never
Oh,
seen
okay.
that.
Dude, the fumble glitch is all.
I thought you get it where
Oh,
it
yeah.
spot it.
No.
Okay.
Steve, this is basically where you fumble. So this is like he picks up the ball and gets possession.
No, I understand. I just wanted to
It's
see.
more like he was just ripped off of a touchdown. This is exactly what it is.
He was screwed.
Hit that pick.
This is the worst case scenario on the fumble glitch. He normally that would have been a safety.
Or screwed out of the safety in the ball.
That's what I'm saying. It should
The safety in the ball would have
Come
been an
on!
option.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like
we
we
knew that
should
was
have points on the board.
Yeah.
I actually really like Anya too.
Yeah.
The curse switch.
Reset!
And he's now trapped in his heater's body, and she's like discovering humanity for the first time, and
Yeah.
through Xander,
Dude,
she's hysterical. Like her interaction with the world and social societal norms. Like she's not a main character.
so you just started season 2 and 6?
Season 2 and 5.
Season 2. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. But yeah.
That's
That's
early
right.
on.
Yeah, season 2 and 5. Okay.
And I don't
I'm sure you're
remember
talking
enough-
about.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And
I don't
Angel.
remember enough to know where to avoid spoilers, so I'm not going to be talking about the storylines at all because they all blend together
Yeah.
so easily for me. It's just.
Isn't that show really
I'm not
old?
gonna- Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
90s.
The dude Spike was one of
It's
the
still good?
Spike's
all
awesome.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I love Darla. They brought
Yeah,
Angel. They brought Darla back,
Yeah.
but she's a human. And
Yeah.
well, first of all, I love Julie Benz because she was great in Dexter
Yeah.
too. But like the whole dynamic, and I love when they do the flashbacks between her and Angel and learning, because they always talked about in Buffy, like they would reference through books how fucked up Angelus was. And I'm like, I would like to see some of that, and then they start doing like this, the fucking 1800s or sorry, 1700s.
You get a lot of Angels
Oh, I
backstory.
love it, man.
Yeah, they do some crazy shit in later seasons, but some of it's awesome.
Woo! Skill. Get it, dude.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm working on it.
Hard and deep.
The game just came on loop.
King.
So this is incredible. Like if
Oh,
you lose the
yeah.
second last year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's fucking fantastic.
And it, like it grabs you right at the intro, and you're just like, what is going on?
Nice run, Steve.
And how the reason behind it is
Uh-huh.
built into the story itself is
Yeah.
so fucking
But it's a good time. I never like I watched it a lot as a kid. Angel was my first favorite TV character. Buffy was my first Hollywood crush. And then
She wasn't my first, but man, when I was like 13,
it's just
a show came out called Swan's Crossing, and she was the main Buffy, whatever.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar was the main character, and it was basically a soap opera for teenagers. So it was her and a bunch of other like actors that kind of lived by them and stuff. They did one season. It was like 48 episodes because it was a teenager soap opera, and I got like because I got forced to watch soaps with my grandmother after school a lot. So when that like was a thing, I was all in. Like it was kind of like if Saved by the Bell was more soap opera-y and teenager, like more like it had to feel more like a Melrose Place, but everybody was like my age.
He's rumbling. He's rumbling. He's rumbling. He's somehow extended and gotten to the end zone.
If I
Dig
die,
deep, Lou.
put him in the end zone.
Dig deep. Take that fucking Tecmo stick that just got shoved up your ass and shove it up Steve's.
Did I tell you that we
But
watched
do it nicely.
Boy Meets World in its entirety?
Be gentlemanly.
You-
We just did it like
Do you have the baby oil?
Oh yeah, I've watched like episodes here and there, but I just I didn't get into it. I was
Dude.
I know it's supposed to be a phenomenal series. I was a little late when it came out, so nowadays I just don't get into it.
It would be hard to get into if you had never seen it before the earlier seasons.
But Wonder Years.
But Mr. Feeney
He is
Vaughn had
is
Brown.
one of the best. Like at the last episode, as it closes out, like I was a little misty. I was like, oh,
That's how I felt about Mr. Tuttle from Saved by the Bell.
Mr. Feeney.
Fuck you.
That's not true. Mr. Feeney is so much
I,
better.
I did
Mr.
the best I
Mr. Feeney is
could.
just
Yeah.
phenomenal, man.
Mr. Tuttle
I was a little worried.
that comedy relief.
But you got
guy
past
that
the initial
falls
pack.
to, like
Yeah.
non-normal classes like driver's ed and but he was
You,
kind of like
you
a
what?
snarky frat guy. But yeah, no, he's fantastic. I mean, the show's supposed to be amazing,
She was very good.
and Topanga
Uh-huh.
was fantastic.
Yeah, when she becomes, when she's an actual adult in the show, she's,
No, like as a teenage crush kind of.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, I mean, for me, that wasn't, well, at the time I was watching it, that wasn't a thing.
Okay.
But for me, it was just like,
Oh, fuck.
Buffy and Angel.
Okay.
Alright.
Although,
Okay.
no, Kimmy from the Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I don't think
Pink
Brianna ever
Ranger.
watched Boy Meets World, but she could. But I like. She
Oh, yeah.
watched
Yeah,
all.
Topanga was
Everybody's
everything
seen
Saved by
first
the Bell.
crush.
She watched.
Yeah.
Madeline actually started watching it. So Madeline grew up watching Saved by the Bell, and I never watched it.
whole-
Like that was just something I missed.
whole defense
even though
is dead.
it was on TV all the time when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Should be
So
fun.
we actually watched like the first half of the first season a couple years ago.
The Miss Bliss season.
What?
The Miss Bliss season. Where Miss Bliss. So the original season was called Good Morning Miss Bliss before it became Saved by the Bell, and they were in middle school, and it had a slightly different cast. Like Screech was in it, Lisa was in it, Zach was in it, and then there were a couple other characters. And then they jumped right to high school after that.
The only thing I noticed, I think we watched maybe around 10 episodes. I noticed immediately that Zach was completely unlikable, and he constantly did everything to get his friends in trouble.
Yes.
I was just like, what?
Come on, Dion,
Every
strip that
episode-
ball, man.
Every episode he was
Punch
doing
it.
dickish things from the jump.
Yup.
All right.
Did you ever watch this?
Punch that fucking ball.
Zach Morris is trash.
No, but I
There's a guy who just rips him on Facebook about that shit.
I mean, he's the antagonist of the show. Right?
But it talks about how like the shit he does
He's
is
the one who
complete
causes
trash.
problems for the rest of the
It's-
kids.
it's like- I only watched the first 10 episodes of the first
Fuck
season.
me, dude.
And I was
What?
like, dude's
Nothing.
fucking manipulative.
I already know
It's
what's
like
gonna happen.
Manipulative, gaslighting
Okay.
piece of shit.
I just
Well, as long as you know.
Like the theme.
I got that
the theme is
fuzzy
Zach
feeling.
Morris is trash.
I was like,
Fine
wow.
for you, dude. They're
I don't know
great.
why you're so upset.
It's the same argument I've actually read some analysis of Big Bang Theory. that
'Cause it is.
Sheldon, early on, is the antagonist of the show. That he's the one who,
Oh boy.
through his
That's good.
disagreements,
He didn't want to fumble after.
Yeah.
No, I
As soon
want-
as you caught it and there was a grapple and it was 2 seconds, I was like,
He's
there's
the
no
one
way.
who causes the problems for the rest of the
What does a tie do?
And that's why-
come on, Lou.
Come
on,
Lou.
Lou, you only win in overtime when you don't push the ball first.
wall because you were putting the hurdles.
Come on, Lou.
Come.
Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou.
I
Come
think,
on,
I
Lou.
think a tie is
What, you
the
guys aren't in
same as a lose loss.
I don't know what I
Yeah, we
want.
talked about that.
Because then you can't.
I want the most interesting,
Shimmy
exciting
shake.
Yeah,
end of the season as possible. Make every fucking game matter.
There's no changes.
Okay.
I'll just let you know.
Yeah, I know. I want to see something.
Create a scenario where Bill is benching Atwater, but then he gets injured on the bench.
Yeah, that's what.
Lincoln Logs is hurt.
Well, maybe he'll come back.
Shut your whore mouth.
Don't you put
No.
that evil on me. Benny Blades?
What's happening, Internet? Anybody out there watching?
Benny and the Jets.
Closing out.
Benny in the bench.
Closing out the
Benny
regular season.
Benny in the hospital bed.
Oh, fucker.
To be fair though, since Benny's gone out, Greg Jackson has been cracked out. He's 8 picks in 3 games.
Were you playing Eric?
No. I played,
He played me and Joel and,
Me.
you know, all the people with shitty quarterbacks that throw
Okay.
interceptions.
it was nuts, man.
That's pick.
Oh.
I have flashbacks of traumatic experiences playing Bordeaux with the Saints, and I would throw that ball with Frank Reich, be like, "Oh, I totally beat him down there." And no, I didn't.
Eric Allen was like,
Yeah, you didn't beat shit. Man, Eric Allen's gonna look good in red. Oh, I thought he wasn't gonna get there.
Yeah, we got fucked out of this game.
oh, he did.
Because of the fumble glitch.
Dude, it's crazy. Like,
It's not even over yet. Shut up.
Because of the way the fumble glitch happened, Lou should have gotten points there.
Yes.
Either way.
I mean, it's his own fault for throwing a bad interception in the red zone. But, yes, he got fucked.
it's weird. Like, I'm rooting
Learning.
for Lou. I want Lou. I don't want Lou in the playoffs because.
Because he
Fuck.
But you want the chaos.
But I love the chaos. And I want to see Lou.
Yeah,
win.
I just want the end of the regular season to be
Yeah, I
exciting.
want the chaos. That's
Like-
what I want.
You know, make all the games matter, you know.
Make the games great again.
Lou loses here and basically the top 6 are done before the fucking final week.
Oh. I was gonna walk on.
I mean, he got fucked by that. Robertson's out. Like, he's just.
You're going to win a chance to
Lou wins here, then every fucking game is a playoff game. Even the fucking computer games.
I know.
Lou loses here and the luster is lost.
The
The cum is no longer gleaming.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Well,
It was Metcalf. Yeah.
Were you using
You know, remember what happened last time around with Metcalf playing you?
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the first hit. That's it.
Why don't you see what else? So it doesn't hurt.
That's it.
Say a bench and just man close the goals. You got the boys, you got Vinny Clark, you got Elon, Jack Del Rio, Sam Mills. You just like these because it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Drone support.
Steven, we should remember something very important.
Mhm.
Field goals are for pussies.
That's okay. I'm a big fat pussy.
They all done the same thing. Rocks and everything.
Yeah, you're right.
I just want you to remember that.
Field goals are for pussies.
That's right. Field goals are for pussies.
He said Steve is a pussy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if Lou was in a position he'd feel to win, he would do it.
No, yeah, I can confirm. No, he would not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would choose to lose rather than win.
I can confirm he went for the touchdown.
Mhm.
100%, because he did it to me.
Yep.
He absolutely, and then told me, he's like, I don't kick field goals, I'm not a pussy. That's what he said.
It's a sound strategy for defeat.
It got him a dub.
That drone go.
No.
Man, the screen went black for a second. I got worried.
Yeah.
I got excited.
Oh yeah, what do you do in this game?
Man.
Start the whole thing over?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already set precedent that we recreated, so that's the thing.
How do you recreate this? And it doesn't matter.
That's how Lou won his first mantle. Well, it was further away, but
Oh, it was much further away.
yeah, but it at like this in stride, you know, like after like 27 minutes.
None of you can tell because you're all the way over there. Dan is a wreck.
Yeah. Well, also no one can tell because.
Oh, I have 3 picks I can do.
Lou got robbed.
With that, I'm gonna go.